I do like my new Pigs Might Fly mug. Well, a very good day, YouTubers, and I hope you're keeping well. Firstly, apologies if I sound a little bit sort of groggy. I may or may not have a cold coming. I'm not quite sure. Felt not too good this morning, but now not so bad, so who knows. Secondly, I had hoped that by now I'd have uploaded a cruising video of just myself and Aslan going along the canal. Unfortunately, the canal's still frozen solid, so we're going nowhere at all. So yeah, let's have a bit of cooking. And today I'm going to be cooking something which I've made 4 times before, but only with Lisa. This will be the first time I'm doing it myself. We had this for Christmas breakfast with a nice glass of Bucks Fizz, and that is eggs Royale. Now, as soon as you mention eggs Royale and Hollandaise sauce, a lot of people start to panic and, oh, it's so difficult. Everything has to come together at the right time. There are parts of it which do need to come together at the right time, but the Hollandaise, I've made it 4 times now. This will be the first time on my own, but it's actually not as bad as the hype might tell you. Yeah, I'm also going to be using back bacon from Pigs Might Fly, a company which I've used, and I've done videos of several times before. So yeah, let's make some eggs Benedict. For this recipe then, and in no particular order, I have some Pigs Might Fly smoked rindless back bacon. This is traditionally cured. It's delicious, it's thick, and yeah, it's fabulous quality bacon. I'm going to be having 4 eggs. 2 are for the Hollandaise sauce and 2 to be poached for the eggs Benedict. A muffin, which I'll slice in half, some butter, and the juice of 1 lemon, and just a tiny bit of vinegar, any vinegar, in the water for poaching the eggs. For some reason it seems to help in the poaching of the eggs. Okay, for this particular recipe, because there's a few elements that have to come together, and you can't really sort of leave things to get on, do their own thing. I'm going to be using a 2 camera setup because there won't be a chance for me to zoom the camera in, reframe the shot, zoom back out, and so on. So yeah, I'm going to be flitting between the main camera and the little one I've got here. So yeah, let's get started. And for this, we need something called a bain-marie. Now, this isn't sold as a bain-marie. This is just a pot and a lid and a bowl, which I had when I made a pudding. And all a bain-marie is just a pan of simmering water with a bowl sat on the rim. And I realised I didn't have a small pan, but I had this one which I use for sauces and so on, and this bowl fits perfectly in there, and so does the lid. So you'd think that had been bought. So I'm going to stick a little bit of water in the bottom, probably a couple of inches, like so, and then I'm going to put the bowl in there, put the lid on, and then light the pan. And I want to bring that to a boil, and then I'll turn it down. Also at the same time, I'm going to take a pan and I'm going to melt some butter. Probably about that. Also, this is where it starts to get involved. I've already got 3 pans on the go. Put a bit of olive oil in the pan there, and then I'm going to start and put the bacon on. As I'm slicing the muffin in half, I'm effectively going to have 2 eggs Benedicts, so I'm going to do 4 rashers of bacon, 2 rashers per eggs Benedict. These are big, proper rashers of bacon. Very, very, very good quality. So big I can barely get 4 rashers in the pan. And I'm going to put that on the back actually. Right there. And I'm just going to fry it slowly. Right, the butter's melting. And I'm going to transfer the bain-marie to the front burner. It's quite warm. And while the bain-marie's coming up to boil, I'm going to separate a couple of eggs. We just want the yolk. There's one. And there's the other. And I'll just give them a little whisk up. The bain-marie has come up to the boil. I'm just going to put the eggs, the egg yolk, straight in there. The reason we're not doing it in the bottom of a pan is because that would fry the eggs. And then I'm going to start by just pouring in slowly a little bit of the butter, and we're going to start whisking that. A little bit at a time. Don't be tempted to go berserk or anything like that, because you'll end up with your sauce will split and you'll effectively have just, you know, scrambled egg with butter. Keep an eye on the bacon. As I say, it's involved. Put the rest in. Thickening up a bit, so into that I'm going to add a little bit of water, just warm water. Don't want a huge amount. You can't dilly-dally when you're doing this. It also helps if you have a bit of room in your kitchen. But we'll struggle on. I'm going to squeeze in the juice of half a lemon. Coming together nice. Whisk that in. And we'll add some more butter. Also, with the other hand, I'll turn over the bacon. Oh, sudden smell of lemon. Very nice. If ever you go to a cafe or a restaurant and ask for eggs Benedict, you'll appreciate what goes into making it. I wouldn't want to do this for a living. Well, even though I am. But you get my meaning. I'm now going to bring a pan of water to the boil. Just about an inch and a half in the bottom. I'm just going to stick in a little bit of vinegar for all the poached eggs. And our Hollandaise is looking lovely and thick and creamy. Oh, and lemony. Delicious. So I can leave that because there's enough residual heat in the bain-marie to keep it just nice. And as I say, if I need to, I can just add a little bit of warm water. So while the water's coming to the boil, I'm now going to light the grill for the muffins. I say this is a real this is adventurous cooking for me, at least. Eggs Benedict. I mean, we did also make on Boxing Day eggs Royale, which is the same, but instead of bacon, it's smoked salmon. So you take a muffin and Going to just slice that in half, like so, and put that under the grill. We are getting there. We are getting there. Typically, I didn't realise my phone had stopped recording. I was trying to record it in 4K. I thought it would be clever so that I could then crop in without a loss in quality when I encode and upload at 1080p. Yeah, you missed a lot of the close-ups of the making of the Hollandaise. Fortunately, I had the main camera, so as if it's not enough to do all these different cooking things, I've also got to concentrate on filming as well. The Hollandaise it's practically there. Yum yum. The water's now boiling for the poached eggs, and I'm going to turn it right down so they're just simmering. Quick check of the muffins. Turn them over. Looking good. Alright. And in go the poached eggs. Just like that. And we don't want the water boiling, because the boiling, the bubbles will blast the egg white apart, which is where I used to go wrong, until I was shown the proper way by Lisa. And the vinegar as well seems to sort the poached eggs out. Right, we're not that far off. Now the most important part really of an Eggs Benedict is the eggs. We want them, we want the eggs to be runny, we want the yolks to be runny, so that when you pour the Hollandaise on top and then burst the yolk, you get the yolk flowing all over the place. Yum yum. Phone's still recording. We are basically there. So there's the muffins. I'm going to take 2 strips of bacon. This is back bacon. I know that in America streaky bacon is just basically called bacon, but this is back bacon. Ooh. So on goes the bacon. Next up, we take our poached eggs, which are just, I would say actually they're the best poached eggs I've ever done, if I say so myself. On go the poached eggs. And then we take our Hollandaise sauce. And just give it a little whisk up. And we'll pour that over the top. And then for the finishing touch, I'm going to just sprinkle a tiny bit of cayenne pepper over the top. Whew. And there you go. Eggs Benedict. Okay, let's tuck into this then. Oh, I can smell the lemon. Oh, it's amazing. It's so eggy and lemony. Let's cut the get that yolk running. Oh, look at that lovely yolk. Oh, wow. Mmm. Oh, it really is the most indulgent breakfast. Mmm. 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 It's so lemony and juicy. And the bacon, gorgeous, chewy, thick, moist, salty bacon. And just the slightest hint of the cayenne pepper. If it wasn't so involved, I would have this every day for breakfast. Well, there you have it. And yes, I am going to eat both of these. Yep. But yeah, that'll do for now. Hopefully, next video, I will be cruising on the canal. But yeah, we've had Storm Geronimo, whatever it's called, and several freezes. So yeah, just have to play it by ear. But until then, cheers for now.